cracking party people? It's your girl Nicole Banister, aka NIKKI BANZ, coming in hot, back in Cape TZ. Today is Tuesday, so welcome one, welcome all to NIKKI BANZ Live! Hey, I bet y'all missed my little DJ horn. It's been a minute since I played the DJ horn. Let me just do it one more time. One more time for those of y'all in the back who missed the DJ horn, because I haven't done it the last couple weeks. One more time. Here we go. Oh my goodness gracious. It is a pleasure to be here with you all. And to be totally honest and transparent, I was not sure whether or not this live was going to happen tonight. Let me tell y'all, it has been a struggle. If you have been following me on Instagram, you know that I spent a long weekend in Johannesburg. I was with my girls, I was partying, I was having a great time. Living La Vida Loca in Joburg, catching up with old friends, eating at amazing restaurants, going to amazing plays and shows. And all of a sudden, my guest for today was like, sorry, I can't make it. And I was like, okay, it's cool. No worries, no worries. I had a couple days to try and sort something out. Oh my word, let me tell you how difficult it was to fill this slot. I was reaching out to all of your favorite South African celebrities, Maps Maponyane, Pearl Tusi, Dalez, Ryle DeMorney. I was messaging every single person who I knew. No, nobody could do it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna expand the search. Let me hit up my people in Kenya. I'm, messaging all these different people. Can you come on? No. Everyone says no. And then literally today, I get a message from the homie, RJ Syed, who I literally met yesterday. And my mans was like, NIKKI BANZ, I'm coming through. Oh, yes. So I'm telling you, this is just gonna be the absolute most incredible interview because I'm telling you, I literally just met this man yesterday through the amazing Nas Academy. As you all know, I work there as a trainer and as a facilitator, and this man just got hired to work on the Nas Academy team. But he is a radio jockey, a TV host, an MC. He hosts competitions, shows, podcasts, and he's a content creator extraordinaire. He is on YouTube, he's on Instagram, he makes all sorts of viral video content, whether it's food, whether it's showing off new and interesting places. And I'm telling you, the energy that this human is going to bring tonight is going to rock your world. Even the way we were just communicating before the show and just learning about one another. And he was just like, yeah, I'll come through. We'll do it whatever time you want. Like, it's late. It's late for him. He's all the way in India, which means it is 11:30 p.m. And he was like, no worries. I'm still going to hop on the live with you. Oh my gosh. Show business, baby. We make it happen no matter what. And I am so honored to have RJ with me here today. So that's enough talking from me, NIKKI BANZ. I just had to give y'all a little behind the scenes of the struggle of this week. I'm sure y'all all noticed I literally posted the flyer like an hour ago. Because I was like, who's gonna come on and win? And RJ pulled through. So RJ Syed, we're gonna get him on right now. And I see somebody in the chat asking, is there banana leaves behind me? Yes, indeed. Here, I'll move my screen. I have a beautiful banana tree, beautiful plants, a whole little jungle over here. It is a jungle in La Casa de BANZ. I love me some plants. I'm a full-on plant mom. I have like a 2-bedroom flat here in Cape Town, and I think I have over 70 plants in this apartment. Welcome to the jungle, y'all. All right. We're going to get this party started. Keep the comments coming. Keep the chat blowing up. I'm so excited to meet my guest tonight live and in the flash, to talk to him for a whole hour. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to give y'all a drum roll. I'm going to bring him on right now. Let's get it. Here we go. Hey.
Yo.
What's up?
What's happening? Hey guys.
Oh my gosh. RJ Syed in the building. How are you doing?
Alright. Nikki, you're not the only one who has some cool SFX, alright? I've got some crazy SFX as well.
Okay, amazing. You're gonna have to bring that heat. You got to bring that fire for us. I know you do this for a living. Honestly, everything you do in this live, I'm gonna be taking notes. You know, I'm writing notes for myself. Hey. Oh my goodness. Okay, you have so much energy and it's so late at night. Like, I'm baffled right now.
So you want to know the secret of my energy?
Yes.
So
Yes.
the word you're looking for is biryani. All right. So for everyone watching, if you guys don't know what's biryani, it's one of the most epic food possible in the entire world. I mean, if alien invasion happens, it's because of biryani.
Oh my goodness. You know, so here in South Africa, we have a super large Indian population. So we have so much biryani here. I be eating biryani like a couple times, you know, a week. I'm saying we have it here.
Awesome. But over here, we just have Nando's. I think that's a South African cuisine as well, right? Nando's. Yeah, we have Nando's in India. So that's the closest I've been to South Africa.
I love it. I love that we're having a little cross-cultural moment here with the food, which is awesome because you do a lot of food influencing these days. But we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Okay, we're going to get into that. Before I start asking you all the questions and all the things, I always like to start the show by telling folks how I know the guests who I have on. So I did a little bit of an intro, but once again, I literally met you yesterday in a Zoom call for like 30 minutes.
and we just know we wiped. We wiped. That's it.
Exactly. Like we're on this Nas Academy call, and literally just the way you introduced yourself, you were dancing. I was like, oh, I need to follow this guy. I need to be his best friend. Like I was loving the energy even through the screen, honestly.
Awesome, and I love your energy. You're a queen, Nikki, and I love the way you introduce yourself. You're just like, "What's up, you guys? This is NIKKI BANZ, aka Nikki." I love the energy, Nikki.
Thank you. Well, I feel like this interview tonight is going to be just full of energy because you've got the energy and I do too. So, okay. Hey.
All right, take it over.
I love it. Okay, but I love that you played all the sound effects because my first question for you is, you know, you've been a media personality, you've been in media and entertainment for a long time now, and I want to know, how did you get into it? Because my understanding is that it's not exactly what your family was planning on having you do.
True, especially if you are in India, you're expected to be like a scholar. Like the education value is really high in India. So I come from a family of doctors, and a fun fact, I'm a doctor by a degree. So I hold a degree, and I'm a doctor in real life, but I do not practice medicine because that would just be a sucky doctor, right? Imagine you coming in as a patient, you're like, hey doc, I have a headache. And I go like, take some Tylenol, girl. You're not going to trust a doctor who's going to blow, air horns and stuff like that. So immediately after my 12th grade, I finished med school, and I wanted to be a radio jockey, radio host, radio DJ for the longest time, and that dream came true. So that's how I started my media journey into radio. But I was doing YouTube here and there. So it just happens. Accidents happen, and me coming into the media, or me actually getting my dream, was an accident.
A whole accident. I honestly barely believe that because you have so much talent, you have so much energy. It was destiny. It was meant to be that you were going to be in the entertainment space. So maybe what I'll ask them was, when was the first moment or the first experience that made you feel like, you know what, I need a mic in my hand, I need to speak to the masses? Like, what was the first moment where you felt like that?
Do you remember this song by Eminem and Akon? It looks like another club banger. They better hang on when I throw this thing on. Smack that all on the floor. So when that song came out, and we have a lot of school culturals going on. So I just picked up the mic and I started rapping to that. So that's how my addiction on stage and the audience applause and the love towards the mic came into existence. I just love the mic.
Just love the mic. Just love the mic. That's so cool. I love that. I feel like I had a similar experience in school. There was like a school pep rally happening, and one of my teachers was like, Nicole, I feel like you should MC the school pep rally. And I was like, at the time I was living in Singapore. I had just moved to Singapore, and I was like, why should I do it? I was like, in front of 2,000 people at the school.
Yeah.
He was like, you'll be great. And then I did it, and then I haven't looked back ever since.
That's how it happens. Talents are born on stage, especially in school stages.
Exactly. Shout out to all the school stages out there, bringing up the next generation of MCs, radio jockeys, and entertainers everywhere. So talk to us about your trajectory onto radio and then onto TV shows. Like, was it easy? Did the gigs just start flowing? You know, were you going out and networking? How did you start to sort of get all these really cool opportunities that you had?
So when I went inside the radio, obviously the opportunities open up, but I was in a Bollywood radio station down in the South. All right. Bollywood is not a very popular genre in the South. So it was a niche. And what happened was I did the classic old beg, borrow, steal for opportunities. And I started cold calling, cold messaging, just hitting up people, just vibing and connecting with them. It always works. And it just opened up. The opportunities to TV opened up. I did. Do you remember this guy called Jimmy Fallon? No, James Corden. Sorry, James Corden, who does the carpool karaoke. I did the Indian version of the carpool karaoke, and it was just like a copy paste of the James Corden thing, and I did it in my the local language, that is Tamil. That's what we speak down here in Tamil Nadu. And that got seen by a person in Sun TV networks, and they like called me. We negotiated. They're like, "Hey, do the morning show. We love the energy. We want you to wake up the entire city early in the morning." And that's how my TV stint started.
Wow. That's so incredible, RJ. And honestly, it's that hustle, it's that resilience, it's the fact that you were just like, I'm going to produce my own content and put it out there, and hopefully the right person will see it at the right time. And that's what happened for you.
Exactly. So I just kept on doing it. I mean, there were a lot of flop projects that I did, a lot of flop shows that I did, but one thing led to another. 99 failures and the 100th one is a sure hit.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. And I think it's amazing that you are waking up the city every day with this energy and enthusiasm. Doesn't matter if it's midnight, 5 o'clock in the morning, or the middle of the day, you just come correct always. Do you find that other people you work with can match your energy and match your enthusiasm?
To be honest, this energy is not always natural, and that is the truth. Apart from the biryani and the coffee, it is a lot of forced energy. Like when you grab the mic, or when the camera turns on, or when the mic hits the record, like RJ Syed wakes up. Till then, I'm just the boring old Syed. But when the mic or the camera turns on, I'm like, "What's up, guys? I'm RJ Syed." That comes up. So that's like an automatic shift from a normal kid with a dream that is RJ Syed, and when the mic turns on, he becomes RJ Syed.
Wow. I think that's beautiful. You know, the fact that this microphone, being in front of people, commanding audiences, it just gives you life, and it brings that energy out of you and transforms, regular old Syed into RJ Syed. I think that's really, really cool. What have been some of the most memorable or some of the most meaningful events or shows, competitions, or things that you've hosted? What comes to mind as the top 2 or the top 3?
I would say one of the biggest things was doing the TV show. If you want to talk about stage shows, I still remember my first ever stage show, which was not part of the top 3, but I would definitely give it the most fail show possible. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So that was one of the most unforgettable memory, where I just randomly came on stage without any prep, and something inside me just started talking. I'm just like, who is he? Like, hey, I want to see you. Who are you? Right? So I just remember that the magic that happened instantly on stage. That's like the best memory that I have of me, discovering myself on stage and being on stage.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And you've collaborated with all sorts of really interesting brands, really interesting organizations. What are some of those like collabos that stand out?
Collaboration is always for the money. I mean, brand deals is a great way to make money, and no one can say no. But I personally, the recent epic collaboration with Nas Academy and Metaverse, right? If you guys don't know who Metaverse or Metacoven is, he's the guy who paid $69 million to buy people's painting, right? Like the artwork, $69 million. And that's the epic collaboration. And the best part was we got paid in Ethereum. Like imagine getting paid 1 ETH. That's like 3 lakh, 4 lakh Indian rupees or whatever US dollars to make just bunch of videos. I'm just like the most epic collaboration. I would hands down give that.
Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, that's just wild. And I know you're deep in like the NFT world, the crypto world. Honestly, I'm struggling with it. I can't lie. I'm like, I'm gonna have to take a course that you're facilitating just to understand. Like, I'm still lost, but I feel like it's the future. What do you tell people like me who don't understand like crypto and Bitcoin and NFTs? Like, what do you say to us?
I just say DYOR, that is do your own research. Because as much as I've made money, I've lost a lot of money in the crypto world. And I'm very open about it. I've lost close to like 4 Ethereums by just like trading NFTs. And I mean, it's not lost, but consider that a bad investment.
Okay, I feel like that's good. Yeah, I feel like that's good advice, honestly. We gotta, yeah. I'm gonna get into it. I'm working on it. Baby steps. That's what I'll say. But I think that's a good opportunity for you to chat more about what you're doing now with Nas Academy. I want to hear more about, what your role is. What are you teaching? What are you facilitating? For all the Nas Academy fans out there, on this show, I've interviewed Nas Daily himself. I've interviewed the First Piper. I've interviewed Upton Sadia. I've interviewed a lot of people from the Nas Academy family. You are in a long list of greats. So talk to us about what you're doing as part of the Nas Academy team.
So being a part of Nas Academy was actually a dream come true. I tweeted about, I manifested and tweeted about getting into Nas Academy as a trainer, as a teacher in 2021. That was last year. And like few months down the lane, they buzzed me up. They hit me up on email and they're like, hey, we love your vibe. Do you want to join the Nas Academy? I'm like, duh. I mean, I'll do this shit for free, bro. Like for real. I love this stuff because I think Nusair, aka Nas Daily, who's the bomb of Nas Academy, basically has created this edtech platform, which is the most amazing edtech platform. And personally, teaching was always in my bucket list. I'm just going to show you a few of my bucket list the vision board that I have. All right. So this is my vision board, YouTube, Instagram and stuff like that, MC stuff, BJ, RJ, voiceover and stuff, doctor stuff and others. So the others was always like teaching stuff. I always wanted to be a teacher. Because, Indian teachers are not exactly the most friendliest of teachers. So I've always wanted to teach stuff. And Nas Academy teaching, it just came through. So I teach NFTs, I teach crypto, and I teach content creation at the Nas Academy.
Ooh, I love it. And I think it's so interesting talking to all the different people who work across Nas Academy because like my portfolio at Nas Academy, it's totally different. Like I'm teaching the courses with like Miss Universe about confidence and storytelling, or I'm teaching the course with Bozoma St. John, the CMO of Netflix, about how to be a badass in the workplace. But like it's nothing on the NFT or crypto side. I just love that there's all this dynamism. It's like as long as the facilitator is energetic, teaches you the content, knows how to engage with you. It can be like the topics can be all over the place, which I think Nas Academy has done a really tremendous job of creating this interesting classroom live, environments.
Very true, because at the end of the day, learning can be boring and we make learning fun, right? And I think that's why I always tell NAS Academy is very, very product of the future. This academy is going to survive for the next 20, 30 years easily, hands down. And for sure, the way that they're reinventing the courses and the amount of students that are showing interest in different workshops. By the way, I've enrolled myself in the Bozoma workshop. So I'm going to be joining that very soon because I want to learn from that. I want to learn from you and also Bozoma. So it's going to be epic. But we make teaching fun.
Yes, 100%. And I think really that is the whole point, I think, of content creation. It's like, how do you share information, to the masses in a way that's engaging, in a way that's dynamic, in a way that, everybody can understand, not just people sitting, in a university classroom, but anyone sitting in a hut somewhere or sitting in a library somewhere, anyone can understand it. And I'm curious to know more about how you first got into content creation and YouTube and all these things, because obviously recording something is quite different from being live on a mic. So what was that journey like for you?
So I started the YouTube vlogging journey and just YouTube journey in 2015. That's when the internet boom in India never happened. So I was one of the early adapters in YouTube India. So I got to meet very cool YouTube, decision makers who were part of the Indian team. And I used to make videos with my sister. And I used to prank her. We used to do a bunch of challenges like Chubby Bunny Challenge. And a bunch of videos got viral in 2015. And 2015, if you go on viral, you come on the papers, you come on the radio, because that era was a completely different era for the internet. So that's how I started my content journey. And I started vlogging and stuff like that. But I always consider myself a failure in the YouTube game. I'm very open about it. Like, I feel like I'm very unlucky when it comes to YouTube because I have given my heart, soul, effort into it, but I don't get the love back. So.
Oh no! But you have 14,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like, that's not small.
But in 2022, 14,000 followers don't really matter. That's the reality. Like, YouTube is a platform which is giving you such great traction. So if you don't have 1 million, you're not a YouTuber anymore. That's the rules have changed. So that's why I say I'm a failure.
That's true. Okay, fair enough. But someone also once told me, I think like you are already automatically in the top 5% of all YouTubers anywhere if you have over 10,000 subscribers. So at least there's that consolation.
It's okay. Thank you so much for wiping my tears, though, Nikki.
Literally. Here, dab. Yeah, literally. Okay, so what about Instagram though? Because you're doing something quite interesting on your Instagram. I mean, I can't understand anything because that's all in Tamil, but it's like you got this whole like food thing going on. What's happening with the food situation? Are you like a food blogger now?
I have to change what the masses love over here. Like in India, people love food, they love comedy, and they love adult content. I cannot be an adult content filmmaker or a porn star right now. I can't be a comedy creator. I mean, I can be a comedy creator. I did try, but food was the easiest option. So me and my team, we started uploading food videos on Instagram, and they kind of do well once in a while. Again, algorithm. Like, no one understands the algorithm. Like, the most basic ass videos go viral, and the video that I put the most effort on and the most money on, they're like, what? Like that.
That's so funny, but also so sad. I know it's hard to crack this algorithm. Okay? Like we gotta ask Nasir how he did it. Okay, this is so interesting. it's funny that you mentioned adult content because as I was doing my research on you, I saw that you had some kind of interesting podcast. I don't know if it's still happening, but like about love and relationships and sex. And as someone who has my own sex blog, I'm very curious to hear about the content that you're sharing and talking about on this podcast. Again, I couldn't understand anything, but I was like, I need to talk to you about this. Like, there was one episode that was like, why are 90s kids still single? Like, please tell me. I'm a 90s kid and I'm single. Please tell me the answer.
Okay, so the honest reason I started podcast was because one of the biggest companies in the music space, which starts with S, I'm not going to mention the name because it never came through, wanted me to start my own podcast, and they wanted to get my podcast exclusively. That's how the whole podcast thing started, because it was supposed to be a brand deal podcast. And that's the reason I launched multiple podcasts at the same time to check what works. But later it didn't go through because of many, many reasons. But so I ended up recording the podcast and posting it on my YouTube channel. So that podcast that you saw, that 90s kids were single. So down in the South, we have this very 90s kids versus 2000s kids. Those are the like millennials versus Gen Z, right? So everyone who is 90s, that's you and me, do you get called auntie a lot?
No, not really.
But I get called uncle a lot because if you are part of the 90s, you automatically become an uncle or an auntie in India. You're not called as brother anymore. You're called as uncle. Can you pass me that? Uncle, can you pass me that? So there's a huge battle between the 90s generation and the 2K generation on who's the best. Honestly, no one still knows who's the best because every generation has its best things, right? So there are a lot of memes and a lot of trends with the 90s versus 2Ks, and that's the reason that podcast was started.
That is so interesting. I could never even fathom being called an auntie or you being called an uncle. I'm like, are we old? When did we become old? Like, I'm 31. I'm still young and vibrant. I'm like, look at me, it's you.
True. But once you cross 24 or 25 in India, you're automatically expected to be like an adult, like get married, have kids, have a safe job and stuff like that. So culture is different.
How many of those boxes do you tick? Be married, have kids. How many of those boxes do you tick?
I'm not married, thankfully, but I'm going to get married very soon because my family is behind me since forever now. I don't have kids, obviously, because in India, you cannot have kids before marriage. That's like a thing. What was the other box again, Nikki?
I don't remember what the other box was. It was like, stable job. Stable job.
Hey, honestly, I don't have a stable job, and I love that because I'm doing multiple things, which gives me like multiple streams, and I'm having multiple different fun with people from different countries and different boundaries, and I get to meet amazing people like you. So bye stable job.
Honestly, I feel the exact same way. And for me, like I was working a solid 9 to 5. I was in the international development space. So I was working with the United Nations. I was working with the US government. I was doing partnerships on behalf of big corporations around the world. And it was cool. And I did that for like a decade. And then I was like, no. Last year, I was like, no, I need to quit and do my own thing. And now I multiple income streams, facilitating with Nas Academy, like work a couple hours there, a couple hours there, host a party here, host a party there, and I'm like, and I love it. I love that.
True. And I've also started my own digital content studio because when we do, as creators, when we do content, a lot of brands come to us. So we did a bunch of things for brands, like shoot videos and plan out their marketing strategies. Like I did it along with my best friend, that's Zoha. So we ended up starting a digital marketing studio in India. And that's going on. Yes, that's going on. And we do digital content, we do social media, we do influencer partnerships and managements. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing something amazing. That's all I know.
It sounds amazing to me. It sounds like pure magic, and that entrepreneurial spirit, making your own money, having your own business. I think that's the way to go. What sort of clients, what type of clients are you looking for in that business? Who knows? Maybe somebody in the audience here, somebody watching the rerun is a future client.
For sure. If you guys can pay us money, you guys are an amazing clients. That's about it.
RJ Syed says, as long as you can pay, you can be a client.
Honestly, I'm sometimes I do stuff for free, and sometimes I get tired doing stuff for free. Like a lot of people ask, right? Like the interns or the younger team at the digital content studio, Swag Tamarin Studios, like I call it. They're like, why do you do stuff for free? They still don't understand that doing stuff for free might end up giving you the biggest money paycheck possible. So I still say do things for free if it has long-term benefits, but don't just do random like free. Then you're broke.
Right. I think that's a really good tip. I think that's really good advice, because on the one hand, as content creators, as entertainers, as young, dynamic hosts and MCs, you have to get paid for your talent. You've obviously got this tremendous talent, this larger-than-life personality, this amazing way of connecting and speaking with people. So you need to get paid for that. But I totally agree with you that it's like an investment. Doing something for free for a potentially really big client or a long-term, outcome is something that's like an investment. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this thing for free now in the hopes that in a month or 2 months or 6 months or a year, all of a sudden now you're calling me like, here's the contract, let's make it happen.
Absolutely. I once hosted a baby shower for this really rich family, and I ended up hosting every single daughter and son's engagement parties.
Wow.
Do things for free, guys. Just like a trial. Like just give them your taste. And once they feel and just get your taste, they're like, we want this talent on board.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And that's so interesting that you just talked about hosting like a baby shower. I'm like, what other unconventional things have you hosted over the years? Like, I would have never thought that. I love that. But what other sorts of events have you done that you were like, that was really different?
I've never said it out loud, but when women in India hit puberty, they have a thing going on, like a function going on, like an event. Okay. Like a lot of people, they actually print like the girl who attained her puberty's picture and post it out to the world saying that, hey, she's hit puberty, come join us in this event. We have food, fun, and stuff like that. I kind of hosted one event, not officially, it was a very unofficial event. So I hosted a puberty function. I mean, that's the most weirdest function I've ever hosted. Like, why do you need a talent like an MC to hype up? Like, all right, guys, we've got the girl who's hit puberty. Let's go. No one does that, right? Again, it's a very private thing, but in India, people make it a thing, like a event.
That's interesting though. It's almost like a coming of age ceremony, like this young girl is transitioning into a woman. I think there's a lot of cultures that has kind of some ceremonies like that. It's strange to me that they would have a man host that, but I don't know. You're just so talented. They were just like, okay, it doesn't matter who does it. We just need someone. That's quite interesting. Okay, that's very interesting. Also, let me just say, I know we have, about 15 people here on the IG Live. If you're watching this on YouTube, amazing. Welcome to the show. Welcome to NIKKI BANZ Live. If you have questions for RJ Syed, then you can go ahead and drop them. Don't put them in the chat. If you look at the bottom of your screen, there's like a little thought bubble with a question mark in it. Click on that, type some questions for our boy, and I will ask him the questions in the last 10, 15 minutes of the show. So I want to make sure that the audience, the people, the crowd has a chance to interact and engage. If you put it in the chat, we'll probably miss it because people are commenting, people are saying all things. But use that little thought bubble at the bottom of your screen. So you can drop questions there. We got like 25 minutes left. The last 10 minutes, I'll ask you some questions from the fans. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, I feel like I could just talk to you for hours and hours. Like it's like the way it's like just like the way you communicate, the way you navigate situations. I'm like, this is so cool. Do you do movies at all?
Honestly, I suck at acting. I suck at acting. I've been to not so many, to be specific, I've been to around 40 auditions, close to 40, like 30 to 40 auditions, and I failed at every single one of them because my acting sucks. Like, I can't act for nothing. Like, I can't act. Like give me a line. I'll try. Let me show you how sucky I am when it comes to acting.
Okay, what kind of a line? Like any line?
Yeah, like whatever. Give it to me. Sure, Nikki.
Okay, the line could be, come visit me in South Africa.
Okay, and what emotion do you want?
Okay, like deep sadness, like we're leaving, like we're star-crossed lovers, like leaving one another, you know. And I'm like, I wish I could see you again, but I'm going to South Africa, and I'm telling you, like, come.
Okay, long distance lover, and the dialogue is, comes. I'm gonna come see you in South Africa. Correct?
Yeah.
Let me channel my inner emotions. Okay. Do you want tears? Do you want tears?
I would love some tears. You're fired if you don't get the tears.
Like, Nikki, I honestly hate goodbyes. But we have to say goodbye. But I'm gonna come visit you in South Africa. Told you I can't act for shit. I can't act.
And the Oscar goes to. Okay, honestly, I was captivated. I was in it. I felt it. I felt the passion. I felt the romance. I think those 40 people who didn't take you on those auditions, I think that they're whack. I'm telling you, I felt it. I was here for it.
But I've done tiny cameos though, which don't require you to act, and I did something recently for Amazon Prime where I had to beatbox. The character was me being a Tinder date who is a beatboxer. That was the only character. It's a 5-second role. Don't worry. When it comes on Amazon Prime, it's going to be 5 seconds.
I like that though. Even just 5 seconds, a little cameo. I'm here for it. You know, it's a start. It's baby steps. Baby steps.
Yeah.
Okay, this is so funny. This is what I love about live shows. I don't know if you feel this way, but it's just like you never know what can happen when it's live. Like it's just like, oh, we have a whole acting skit here. You know, the other week I had this young yoga instructor in California. His whole family was on the live. His uncle, his grandfather, his mom, everybody was there. I was just talking to everyone. You know, I had a drummer come on. He showed us his whole studio, this like world-class studio in his apartment. I find that's one of the things that invigorates me most about live shows. You know, it's being able to engage with the audience and engage with the crowd. Is that something that you also enjoy, that kind of engagement live with people?
I do enjoy it live, but I do kind of bounce the questions off with the guest as well, because the egos of Indian actors, like South Indian or Bollywood or Collywood, Tollywood, Mollywood, whatever you want to call it, is very high. So they are very, very sensitive. You cannot ask them certain questions, especially which talks about relationships or adult questions. You cannot. So we need to run past the question. So that's like a rule of radio. So you just print the questions, or when I do my YouTube videos, we print the questions, we run it past through, whatever. Like even asking a question like, when was your first kiss, requires like a certain permission from the person who's managing the celebrity. So I like to bounce off my questions just so that they don't like splash water all over me.
Has it ever happened to you where you unknowingly asked a question you weren't supposed to and then somebody got mad?
No one got mad, thankfully, but they did later call me up and like, hey, can you please edit that part? That's happened a lot.
Okay. So it sounds like you kind of like to push a little bit. Like you're not afraid to ask some risque questions.
Not at all. I mean, YOLO, right? YOLO. Like, do it. Like, honestly, fuck it. YOLO. That's it. YOLO. Like, if you're scared of something, YOLO. Like, inside, like, if I'm scared of something, I'm just like, fuck it. YOLO. 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 Honestly, like, that actually helps.
You know, look, I'm here for that. I would say typically, like when I do this live show, because I do it every single Tuesday, there's people from all over the world, right? So people from India, people from Zambia, people from Nigeria, people from the West, you know, guests from just like all over the world. Has guests from Saudi Arabia, guests from Sudan. I try and prep questions beforehand. Your interview, completely unprepared because I just got you on the show an hour before this started, so I have no questions prepped for you. But yeah, I also like to prepare a little bit. You know, you want people to feel, you know, uncomfortable, but you like to push and probe a little bit just to get like some real good content, you know?
Completely. It's like unfiltered answers are the best.
Yes.
So I'm giving you a chance of doing a YOLO question on me.
I know. I was just about to ask you something. I was like, let me ask something. Ooh, okay, what's the YOLO question? Oh, okay, now I'm like so unprepared for this. Okay, let me think. I'm gonna ask a good question. Okay, my YOLO question for you will be, you know, who was the first person you had a crush on and why?
Honestly, I think it was my 5th grade teacher. There is a certain obsession with Indian men and teachers.
Okay.
I don't know why. Maybe because we are like, why would anyone have a crush on a teacher, right? Like, we have movies. Like, the biggest Bollywood stars acting in a movie where they show, like, when the teacher is writing, her sari is flying and the student is like, तूने जो मैंने देखा, तूने जो मैंने चाहा. So I think those kind of movies are like put in thoughts that it's okay to have crush on your teachers, but hey, don't have crush on your teachers, all right? Especially when you're in school.
That is so funny, honestly. But look, but teachers, like, they're role models. They challenge you. They push you to be the best version of yourself. I can see somebody having a crush on a teacher, especially if it was like, at least for me, all of my like athletic coaches and people like that, I was like, oh, when I was younger, I was like, oh, these guys are kind of cute. You know?
Okay, so dancing Simran is like, that's totally normal all around the world. Okay, I thought I was the only person who had teacher. Thank you for the just plus oneing that thought.
Yes, exactly. I got you. Okay, I'm gonna throw it back to you. What is your YOLO question for me?
Oh, all right. If you had to have a hookup with an Indian star, who would it be?
Ooh, I know exactly who it would be. If I was gonna have a hookup with an Indian star.
Wait. Let's say it together, okay? 3, 2, 1. Shah Rukh Khan. Tesher? Oh!
No. I said Tesher.
Jalebi baby?
Jalebi baby! Tesher! I love me some Tesher. I'm ready for my Jalebi baby. Tell Tesher to call me. I'm ready.
Damn! I love that song, Jalebi Baby. It's on my hotkey. So when I'm at the Nas Academy class, I actually play Jalebi Baby and make people dance to Jalebi Baby.
Oh my gosh, I need to start doing that in my classes. My roommate and I here in K-Town, we love the song. Every time it comes on, we have a whole dance routine and we do it. Like, we love it. I love that. So if y'all out there haven't listened to Jalebi Baby by Tesher and Jason Derulo, I need you to go listen to it in 15 minutes immediately when the show is over. You have to go listen.
Nikki, let's have a dance off.
Okay,
On
honestly, I was about to say
Jalebi.
that. I can do that. Are we ready? Are we gonna do this? Let's do it. I'm ready.
It's perfect. Can you hear it? Guys, you need to tell us who's winning this, all right? Dance off between Nikki and RJ Syed. I'm gonna do some hip dance.
I know, right? I'm like, I need to stand up. Like,
Guys, comment down who's winning.
Crazy, shorty, take it slow, then gently. Hey, baby, let me see it. I just wanna eat it. Baby, let me see it.
Whoa! All right.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was the best thing ever. Best thing ever.
And the winner is obviously Nikki.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm like, Tesher, you got your new backup dancers right here. Me and RJ Syed, we are ready to be your backup dancers.
True.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was so much fun. See, this is why, like, when you're working with people who are in the same, like, space as you, like, it just, anything can happen, you know? Like, wow. Wow. I needed that. I needed a good dance, a good little energy right there. I'm so in love. RJ Syed, I'm so happy you're on the show tonight. This has been just amazing. Amazing. Okay, we have like 10-ish minutes left. Okay. There are a couple questions in the chat, but before I get to the questions there, and remember everybody, if you want to ask our guest, RJ Syed, some questions, put them in that little thought bubble at the bottom of the screen. I will ask them to our man of the hour. But I guess my last question for you before we pass it over to the fans is, you know, what's next? What's coming up? What's on the horizon? As your friends, your fans, your followers, what should we be expecting from you in the coming weeks or months?
Okay, two big things are happening in my life. One is I'm finally starting another new YouTube channel, which is like a copy of Mr. Beast, but in Tamil. That's the language of Tamil Nadu. So basically copy Mr. Beast stuff, but not at such high budget level. We're throwing in some pretty decent money. So I just want to try that out. Copy Mr. Beast. That's the new YouTube channel. And the second one is my digital content studio is entering the Web3 space, and we are doing projects for Web3, NFTs, cryptos, and all things Web3.
Wow. Okay, amazing. Once again, for those of us who are totally ignorant, give us a breakdown of what Web3 is.
Web3 is basically the space of the future where it's the metaverse. It's a very exciting space to be in. I know it's very overwhelming for a lot of people, but it's not as overwhelming as you think. If you want to learn, check out Nas Academy, and you can use Nikki's coupon that's on her Instagram bio.
See? There we go.
And the biggest thing that's going to happen this year is I'm finally getting married. It's not official, but I'm finally getting married. So yeah.
Congratulations. That's very exciting. So
Thank you.
That means you're officially going to be an uncle then. Like if you weren't before, once you get married, officially an uncle, right?
Game over. Yes.
Literally. You're going to be old. That you're going to be like in your 30s and married. Like that's just, yeah. And then if you have a kid, then it's a wrap. You know, it's just a wrap completely. Then you're basically just a grandfather at that point.
Don't say that. Like my heart breaks, alright? Like my heart's breaking already. I'm just like, Thank you so much, guys. Ross has commented saying congrats, Syed. I'm just like, Ross is giving us great goals, like marriage goals. Thanks, Ross.
Okay, honestly, I totally agree. Ross, so good to see you. For those of you that don't know, Ross Jennings, aka the First Piper, was also a guest here on NIKKI BANZ Live, one of my early guests, like in my first couple months. And Ross is like the plug at Nas Academy. He got me my job at Nas Academy. He knows Syed very well, so yeah, it's.
He got me my job at Nas Academy as well.
See, we love
Like,
Ross. Ross, we
yeah,
love you.
Ross is our fairy godmother.
Honestly, that's like a beautiful way of putting it. We also have to say shout out Travis. Travis is Ross's husband. Travis is probably right there listening to all this. Travis, you know I love you too, boo. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've gotten all the updates about what's coming up next. We're so excited to subscribe to this new YouTube channel, to keep following you on Instagram and all these amazing adventures and opportunities that you have coming up in the Web3 space. So cool. You go take RJ Syed's classes at Nas Academy. So many opportunities. But I want to make sure. I think we have a couple questions. So I'm gonna ask questions from the audience. Does that sound good? Awesome. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, well, we're just gonna dive right into this one. My mom is asking this question, and my mom is actually from Iran, so depending on your answer to this, it might impact me. I'm just saying. So my mom is asking, is your family organizing an arranged marriage for you? There's a YOLO question.
Great question. Surprisingly, they tried their best, but they have failed miserably. I'm seeing someone, and I'm gonna marry the girl of my dreams. Hopefully.
Oh, so cute.
So for your mom, so for all the moms out there, I mean, arranged marriages are cool. Nothing against it, but hey, if you can find your own partner, that's more better.
Yes, I totally agree. My mom has been saying that if I don't hurry up and find someone soon, she's gonna start asking, her aunties, her friends around Iran. My mom I think she literally told me once, she was like, I think I'd take like 7 camels for you. I was like, 7? Only 7? 7.
You deserve more camels, Nikki.
Thank you. Mom, Dad, if you're on this Instagram live still, you must know I deserve more than 7 camels, okay? Okay, thank you. Well, Syed, we're so happy for your upcoming marriage. We can't wait to see everything on social media. That's amazing, the love of your life. Oh, so beautiful. We love love. I love love.
True. Everybody loves love.
Awesome. Okay, and then we have another question in here. This is from my homegirl, Hanan, who I was just in Johannesburg with for the weekend. Hanan's question is, how do you keep your inspiration flowing?
You watch a bunch of stuff, write it down on your notes, and have a vision board and just see it every single day of your life. Like, you wake up, you see the vision board. You sleep, you see the vision board. That's about it. Like, the best way to feel inspired is to see other people do inspirational stuff and take notes and do cool stuff. But every single day, manifest something. Like, just see it and do it. Because honestly, nothing is impossible. That's what I realized. Nothing is freaking impossible.
I love that. And I think this idea of being intentional about what you want, putting it on a vision board, looking at it, thinking about it, taking actions toward it to actually manifest those goals and those dreams, that's how it's done.
Yeah. And most importantly, do good to others. Good comes back to you.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's always like good vibes only, good energy out into the universe. And yeah, I guarantee that karma will come, right back around to you. I like that. All right, well, people are being shy now and don't have any more questions in our little question bubble, but it's okay. If something else comes up, I'll ask it. Maybe I'll just close by saying, we got about 5 minutes left of the show. Any final words, final thoughts you want to share with everybody here on NIKKI BANZ Live?
Honestly, the best things happen in the most randomest of way, and I think this is one of the most fun lives that I've ever had. NIKKI BANZ is my girl. That's what's going down. Honestly, like I feel the energy from all the way from South Africa to southern part of India. Queen, Queen. Honestly, I love Queens, and I'm super duper excited. I get to meet Queens like you, and I get to work with Queens all the time. So, love to all the women out there.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Honestly, you totally saved my ass with this live show tonight. Honestly, I am so grateful for your energy, your flexibility. You don't mind staying up late. You know, it's just like, it's just been such an honor to be able to get to know you in this way. I hope that one day soon, maybe at the Nas Summit, maybe somewhere, I hope that we get an opportunity to like connect in person, create some content, MC together. I'm gonna put that on my board. I would love to do that one day.
People of the same vibe become a tribe.
Hey, ja, 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 ja.
Right?
I love it. I love it. And honestly, you are part of my tribe now. So thank you so much for coming on my live show tonight, for being so flexible, for bringing this amazing energy and creativity. I've had so much fun. I have never danced on a live show before. So I don't know. You might have started a new tradition here on NIKKI BANZ Live.
1 minute, not a dance off, but a goodbye dance to a Punjabi song. And then we say goodbye. Punjabi song coming up in 3, 2, 1.
I'm here. I'm ready.
All right.
I love
That's about it, guys.
I love the goodbye dance. Thank you, RJ Syed. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into NIKKI BANZ Live. We'll see you next Tuesday. We'll see you at Nas Academy. We'll see you on Instagram and on YouTube. And until next time, thank you, RJ.
Thank you, Nikki. Bye-bye.